Hello again. Today I'm going to visit with you to share two main things. First, some collage fodder, because I was digging deeply down to the bottom of a drawer and I found some of what I consider my large or big pieces of collage that I had completely forgotten were buried down at the bottom. So I thought I'd show those to you and give you an idea about how I collect, how I keep, and how I lose things at the bottom of a drawer. So this will be my collage discussion. And also today I have things to share with you that will be coming to my Etsy shop. Some mall diving finds, not too many this time because I've been trying to destash. So let's begin. This tray contains my little bits and bobs of used, torn, leftover bits of collage pieces. This started about maybe a month and a half ago with probably this much in the bottom of this box, and you can see how it grows. This part, I consider this my smalls, these my a little bit larger ones, things that I find in magazines that are a little bit larger than scraps, things that I think that I might want to use or not, but this basically is my go-to inspiration. I find, at least for myself, that I cannot be miserable when I am looking through these things, because they are a treasure of ideas and art starters and just wonderful inspiration beginners. So this is my most handy go-to tray for smaller bits. I keep what I consider my medium-sized pieces in drawers. I have a drawer for neutrals, this one for the reds and pinks and some yellows and purples, and another one for green and blues, and then another drawer for what I consider my commercial items. Let me show that to you. These are the things that I have invested that are already there and waiting for me to use, but not that I have found in my trolls. These pieces are cutaway parts of my own art pages. There's some watercolor parts and bits, but these are actually my treasure for this drawer. But as you can see, I have these are not things that I have found. These kind of were purpose-built, and I went to Home Depot for these goodies. So this is what I call my commercial drawer. This drawer it's just soul satisfying to go through these bits and finds and parts of papers. Maybe I'll do it this way, yes. This is tissue, and I use that very sparingly because I just love it, love it, love it. Some pages out of books, magazines, some tissue paper, another flower, just wonderful bits from magazines, from here and there, and whoops, here are some little ones that ought to be over there. There they go. And I just find inspiration just pours. I can just sit and look at that for ages. The only problem with this is that this becomes, I'm finding that some of these items become so they tickle me so much that they become untouchable. And that's not the purpose of this. So I am letting you see that this builds up quickly. This was some of my very first experiments with jelly plate, and I am so happy that I kept them. Pages from here, there, and everywhere. Some more of my jelly printing here on the back. And then the find at the bottom of the drawer, these large pieces. I had totally forgotten that they were there. I think these are called inchies, and they are transparent. And I'm going to be looking to figure out where to use these. I'm hoping that I have the sense to remember to, these would be wonderful in my custom keeper. More pictures, smaller ones, that I had previously kept in plastic sleeves, but I have kind of dumped them out. So I am going to go through these because they are almost in here by topic. Buildings, statuary, no rhyme or reason, a map, some catalogs from a museum, beautiful glossy paper. Absolutely tickled me. And here, I used these last year. I didn't get to some of them yet, but here are my large pieces. And they are just also waiting for me here. Let's see what we have here. Some pottery. But look at that beautiful blue and white, and I put the blue in here because they seem to just want to go together, don't they? And more. More. And more. Oh, this is a treasure I haven't had my little hands on in quite a while. What is this? Oh, another large one, round one. Oh, tissue paper. Look at that beautiful blue tissue paper with gold. Green. That does not belong here. Out it goes. It'll go in the green drawer. And this in my neutrals. Completely forgot about those. Of course I did, because they were at the bottom of a drawer. A bad place for these things, because I can't use them if I don't have them at hand. Another clip. So obviously I had some rhyme or reason at some point. But just things, oh, more of these plates, but in the green family. Fall, spring, and this reflection is just absolutely beautiful. My much loved orchids. And here are pictures that just made me happy. I did painting. I used this as a subject for painting, watercolor painting. And some huge moths and butterflies. And some more of them. Well, I think they had better find a better spot so that I remember them. And this pink building. I love this, and I'm going to be using it, and I probably do collage layering on that one. And this one. And I am so happy that these came to my hand again. And here, Klimt. I do believe that I had this in a special little book, and that I took the good bits apart And I'll put those in the smaller box up here to remind myself to remember. And this was in a color book before color books became part of vogue of our use, but aren't these lovely? And the most beautiful and most expensive painting in the world. Maybe it's been usurped now, but 1907. And wasn't he a man before his time? Isn't she just absolutely gorgeous? So I thought I would share some of these with you, and also give myself a memory hit, because, as I said, if I don't see them, I can't very well be titillated by them and use them. So, these to the side now, and some of my de-stash items. I have some more of this lovely vintage. This piece of work is just exquisite. I've had these for quite a while. I had planned to use them in my needlework, but I am not going to, and there is no reason for them to be sitting here when they can go to someone who will appreciate them and use them. And these lovely three-dimensional acorns, stitched acorns. So this will be one of my lots of goodies for my Etsy shop. And this is a little bit of ultra suede that I believe, since it's in this box, I'll just include that in this item. I have these two book covers from antique leather books, and oh, the leather on here is so soft, it's like butter. So these will be coming to my Etsy shop in my de-stash section also. And these, I remember these as a little girl. My uncle had these. I don't know if they were used, but these are playing cards from the probably in the 20s and 30s, and I am going to be sharing these on Etsy because I'm not a card playing type girl, never have and never will be, so these are going to go in my Etsy shop also. I'm going to be offering this needlepoint canvas on number 10 canvas. And this, of course, is going to be, any of you who are at all aware of the cost of the price now on painted canvas knows that this is a lovely, lovely image. But it is not something that I'm going to be giving my time to because my art has just taken over my life, and happily. So this will be also in my de-stash section in Etsy. This is a original needlepoint canvas of mine featuring Crazy Quilt. My mother did magnificent crazy quilt work, and I just tried doing it not with fabric but with thread on canvas. I am not going to be embellishing. This would have been, for me, this would have been the basis on which I would then have put dimensional objects and added to the top of it. I'm not going to be doing that, so I'm going to be offering that in my shop for someone who will be have their muse piqued and think of wonderful ways to use that. I also found this bit of linen. This is a hand-dyed piece of linen, rather large, rather wide. And as I remember, I believe that this fabric for cross stitch, I think this was for samplers, and it is extremely fine, has an extremely fine count. I do believe that this originally was $90 a yard. So I hope that someone will enjoy using this, even for making of journals, for whatever purpose, but destash also. Here, a nice large piece of lovely silk fabric that is embroidered. And this is a rather large piece. Quite a large piece. I'm going to leave it all as one piece because I know that someone, even pillows on a couch would be beautiful in this very light goldish beige silk. And this is raw silk, as you can see. The raw silk background. And this piece of magnificence is also silk background and reinforced, because if used in pillows or upholstery, even as a seat cover, it needed the reinforcement attached to the back or it would split very easily. And this is certainly large enough for you to do just about anything that you might enjoy doing, or using it there again. Wouldn't that be a absolutely magnificent cover? I wish you could see. I wish the color here, because this is a very vibrant gold, and I'm really unhappy that this color is not showing. Let me see if I turn off some of the light here. This is a very, very bright bronzy gold that is not showing. I'm not too tickled with that, but gold is hard. Nope, it's not going to do. I'm hoping that the pictures that I take for my Etsy shop will do this justice. So, these bits from my destash and some things that I found when I was having a mall dive. I found this book and I thought, oh my, mightn't this be fun for use as an altered book? And when I took the dust jacket off, which is in beautiful condition, I knew that I had to have this, because look at that cover. Isn't that just ready to have loveliness added to it? And then I noticed the color of the pages. It is certainly and they're unevenly cut and just waiting for your artistic experimentation. And in the middle here, a nice selection of, oh my Schrafts. When I was a little girl, my mother and my cousin took me, and we always went for lunch at Schrafts. And the first time, and maybe I was about 4, I was able to order for myself. And I ordered a chicken sandwich, milk, and my ice cream later. Those were my words. My mother said she never ever forgot that. But Schrafts has many memories for me. So here, some photos and the Astor Hotel. And I thought that this book would be so conducive to your art. So this will be coming to my shop. While I was in Thomasville, Georgia, last Saturday, in an antique mall, of course, I was having a little look-see, and I found these maps. This one, Italy. These are older. Lovely map of Italy. On the inside, a lovely large piece of paper, as you can see, in wonderful condition. And wouldn't this be just lovely? Look at this one, isn't that pretty? Wouldn't this just be delightful in a journal? So I have Italy and another one. Now this is Italian popular art, which is the same principle, but the different parts of Italy, Umbria, Campania, and so forth. And the inside with information. So if I turned it upside down, that would help, wouldn't it? Dictionary of Italian Popular Art. I just know that someone will have a use for this also. And my coup of the day was this absolutely lovely scrapbook cover. The condition, it is embossed, it is raised. You see how raised that is? It is in lovely condition. The golds and the silvers are still bright and lovely. It's odd that this shows and yet the fabric didn't. The wonders of computers. And this bit of blue and white up here, the binding, the back, and March 1876. This is quite an old puppy and in quite lovely condition. And someone has removed the pages for whatever reason, I don't know, but here are the signatures. Let me see if I can do this so that you can see how the signatures are included here, and they are separate. Let me get a little bit closer. Righty. And this is in such wonderful condition that this doesn't crack when I dig about in it. And here is someone's collage work on the inside of the front cover with a postal card, happy birthday card, and just a lovely book in lovely condition, and just waiting to have some of your pages added, and it is quite large, as you can see, but dated 1876. I thought someone is going to be able to use this for their artworks, and this little baby is going to be coming to my shop very soon. So, I do hope that you have enjoyed some of these finds, that you will enjoy looking at my shop for these and other pieces. And if you have enjoyed this sharing vlog, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend, and I would certainly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and visit my Etsy shop. The information is below the video for my Etsy shop. It is Carol Martine Art, all one word, all lowercase. I hope you have enjoyed and will enjoy these, and remember to look at the bottom of your piles of goodies, because you might be able to find goodies like this also, and if not, just keep cutting away, because this pile and this stash and these drawers has only started to happen in maybe 2 years. Have a lovely Saturday. This video will be coming to you tomorrow. Bye now.